Thank you for being here today. Could you start by telling us your names and rank?
My name's Terri Marini. I was an even work in the Navy, Master of Arms, and A3.
And when did you serve?
I served from 2002 to 2006.
And what is your connection to this region?
I moved here over by the Knoxville area from California last year. Just fell in love with Tennessee.
How and why did you enter the military?
I went to college for a year, and then I just had to wait for an open door for Master of Arms. And this was actually right after 9/11. So when I went in, it was about January. So we definitely had the rough winters in Chicago, Illinois.
What was your process? How did you go in? You
Just went to med. Just went to med. Okay. Went down the hall of shots like everybody else did. Okay.
what were some jobs that you performed while you were serving?
I was Master of Arms in my first duty station with Diego Garcia. So we did dispatch, traffic. Um, it was British Indian Ocean Territory, so we weren't allowed to carry weapons downtown, but at our different sectors we did. And then I was selected to do corrections. I want to do K9, but they selected me for corrections.
Okay. What are some places that you lived? You already said Diego Garcia. Any other places?
So the boot camp was Chicago, and then high school was Norfolk, Virginia. Then Steve Garcia was my first command. I was there for a year. And then correction school was at the Lackland Air Force Base. Everybody trained together except for the Air Force got to go PT in the gym where everybody else had to run 6 miles. After that, I went to the USS Bellwood. I met them in Bahrain. We were stationed out of San Diego, so we did Westpac. And then before we decommed in 2005, it was even before 2005, we did our last tour to Victoria, Canada with Georges there and stopped in Seattle. And then they sunk it in 2005 in Hawaii. After that, I went to MIUW 501 in Imperial Beach, and we were kind of two detachments together, partner treating to go to Kuwait, but I got out before they went to Kuwait.
Um, how did you stay in touch with friends and family when you were traveling around?
Social media. Recently, I got through so my shipmates that I had seen or heard from in 20 years. And talked to him on the phone for like 3 hours. My best friend, we were in boot camp, A school, and then we went to our separate shifts. She went to Sasebo on the same kind of ship as me. I'm worst girl best friend. She actually introduced me to Tennessee. She lives on the other side. So I've been coming here for about 5, 6 years. Pretty much social media I've kept up with maybe about 20 people at some point. Okay, it's kind of a family that in reality is more family than your real family.
Could you share a memorable experience, something specific from your time in service? It could be serious or it could be lighthearted.
uh, Garcia was fun. He kind of hated it when we were there because we would joke like, "Oh, we just drink, work, fish, drink, drink some more." um, but we all got to save money and kind of all wish we could go back, but we can't because technically we're civilians. Definitely had fun in C school because it was all branches. You know, we all would just like getting out in the American Legion and the VFW. We all joke whose branch is better. Like the Marines, they eat crayons, and if you're in the Army, they take anybody in the cheer force. And so, but it's still like a family camaraderie that you miss that you kind of don't have once because civilians just don't understand your mindset.
And finally, what message would you pass on to the next generation about military service?
Well, you'll definitely come back broken, but I wouldn't take it back because I mean, we're amazing friends.
Is there anything else you want to add that I didn't talk about? Thank you so much.